Michaela, your mask should be on unless you're taking a drink or eating. All right. We are just going to read through. Evan's going to put away his social studies. We're going to read through our spelling words. There's no actual spelling homework this week. I just want you to go on Spelling City whenever you have a chance, okay? So we have everything's ending in either ed or ing. So we have tiring, performing, united, borrowed, resulting, expected, freezing, related, amusing, delivered, attending, repeated, whispered, damaged. Sorry, I lost my place. Decision. Oh, that's ION. That's not an ED or ING. Sorry, I lied. Decision. Losing. Remarked. Expectation. That's another IOM. Decided and practicing. Those are our. Okay, someone. I can hear myself on, so make sure you're all muted, okay? Yeah, let's not, because I can hear myself. So those first 20 words. And like I said, no official spelling homework. I just want you to go on Spelling City when you can. Challenge word number 1 is amusement. Number 2 is amazing. Number 3 is supported. And number 4 is assigned. Does anyone have any questions over those 24 words? Going once, going twice, 24 words. If not, I'm going to hop on over to grammar. What? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already said that. It's both this week. It's grammar and spelling. Michaela, I know I've already said that because I definitely said we were going to do all of grammar together. So if you have already, well, actually, I don't know if the grammar assignment has quite posted yet, but it will in 1 second. Evan, you are killing me. Are you the one making all that noise up there, sir? Nolan. Who's ever making all the noise, please stop it. Your grammar homework does not officially need to be turned in this week. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it because you should use it for your test. But we're going to be doing all of the grammar pages together. It's on transitions. So we're going to talk about transitions today. We're going to do a few pages today. Tomorrow, we're going to finish the pages. Wednesday, we will not have a live grammar. We don't have time. Thursday, you will take your test, okay? So, identifying transitions. First off, what is a transition? A transition is a connecting word or phrase that shows how ideas are related. Transitions can link ideas in the same sentence or in 2 different sentences. Transitions can be single words, nevertheless, however, similarly. They also be in phrases, in addition, as a result, on the other hand, things like after, next, all of those are types of transitions. So here's an example. We sang the national anthem after. So you're seeing the relationship. Practice the national anthem, then sang it. So that after is telling you when they sang it. They sang it after they practiced it. So here's some just fun ones. We're going to do a few here. These are some examples of transitions. First, next, in contrast, then, like, as a result. So, we saluted the flag and blank, we sang the national anthem. What might fit on number 1? We saluted the flag and blank, we sang the national anthem. And first, we sang the national anthem, and next, and in contrast, and then, and like, as a result. What do we think, Molly? Just say it. You don't have to unmute yourself. It is then. It's we saluted the flag, and then we sang the national anthem. Let's do another one. Singing the national anthem, blank, saluting the flag is a sign of patriotism. Singing the national anthem, first, saluting the flag is a sign of patriotism. I cannot say that word. Singing the national anthem, next, saluting the flag is a sign of patriotism. Singing the national anthem, in contrast, saluting the flag is a sign of patriotism. Singing the national anthem, like saluting the flag, is a sign of patriotism. Singing the national anthem, as a result, saluting the flag is a sign of patriotism. Hannah Drubert, what do you think? Yes, it is like. So we could continue on with those, but all you have to do is read it and see which one fits. Not hard. Well, I mean, it might be hard, but no. So the purpose of transition. So different transitions signify different relationships between ideas. So there's time order transition, and words that are time order shows you this happened, then this happened, then this happened. So when we see sequential order words like first, next, later, soon, in the past, then, all of those words have to do with like sequential order. It's called time order. So all of these, first, next, later, soon, afterwards, in the past, and then, all show us time. Okay, so an example is Joseph Martin packed. Then he left. First he packed, then he left. Comparison and contrast, that's like, you know, if you compare things, how they're the same. Contrast is how they're different. So unlike, like, similarly, in contrast to, all of those show comparison and contrast. Then lastly, cause and effect. We know what cause and effect is. This happens, and then this is the cause, and the effect of it is that. So because, as a result of, consequently, so, those words show cause and effect, okay? So identifying the transitions. Tell whether it shows time order, comparison, and contrast, or cause and effect. First, I want you guys to find the purpose, or find the transition, and then we'll talk about which one it is, okay? So, as a result of joining the team, he received a jersey. What is the transition? What is the transition? Anyone? Rochelle? I wanted you to tell me what the transition is. It is cause and effect. You're totally right. As a result, so he joined the team and got a jersey. So it was as a result, and it was cause and effect. So I just want you to say the transition, and then we'll talk about whether it's cause and effect, time, or contrast. In contrast to, his friend Sebastian was not eager to sign up. What is the transition, Olive? Contrast to, yes. In contrast to, and what is that one? Compare and contrast. Like that one's simple because it literally has the word contrast in it. Dominique wanted to play well, so he practiced every day. What is my transition here, Zach? So is the transition, and that shows us cause and effect. I wanted to do this, so I did this. The game started. Afterwards, he began to feel nervous. What is our transition in this one? What is our transition in this one? Nolan, what's my transition in this one? No. Try again. Here are some examples of transitions. First, next, later, soon, afterwards, in the past, then, unlike, like, similarly. He is a pronoun. It's definitely not he. Ava, do you want to help him out? It is afterwards, and that shows time. This happened. Afterwards, this happened. And number 5, Jay wrote about his career later in life. What is our transition here? Marissa? It is later, and that is showing us time once again. Woot. So the last thing is there's transitions in writing. So there are certain transitions that we use depending on what we're writing. Informational writing, you normally use things for facts. For example, also, in fact, in addition to, in contrast, similarly, a special, besides. Narrative writing, you know, when you're writing a story, normally we're trying to show sequence of events. So things will say are first, at the beginning, next, later, finally. Obviously, we could throw one of these in here. These are just the most common ones. Marissa, stop messing with your hair. Opinion writing, you link details to supporting details. So consequently, because, as a result of, due to, furthermore, specifically, first of all. So here's an example of a with transitions, okay? So opinion, linking reasons to supporting detail. I should alert the militia. First of all, the children are asleep. Consequently, I am free of responsibilities. Furthermore, I know the road. All right, so there's 3 transitions in just one thing. Okay. So we are going to stop on this page and we're going to hop on over to your grammar page. So I need everyone to go to your grammar. If you ever I would have two tabs open. I would have my tab open, and then I would have your tab open so you can fill it out with me. Because like I said, we're going to do all of this together this week. So you need to stay with me. What I do on mine, you need to do on yours. So I'm going to give you about a minute to get yours up. What? Yeah. Oh, wait, is it open on yours? I don't know if it ever opened. Yeah, it's open. Hey, friends. It's on homeroom. It's under March 8th through 12th. It says grammar, module 5, week 3, transitions. I'm going to start reading just because there's a lot to read. So we're talking about transitions on this first page. Transitions, remember, are connecting words or phrases that shows relationships between ideas. Transitions may appear anywhere in a sentence, not just in the beginning, not just in the end, literally anywhere. They may link ideas within the sentence or between sentences. Common transitions include, however, moreover, similarly, in addition to, on the other hand, also. There's so many different transitions. An example, we learned the national anthem. Transition. Then we learned about flag etiquette. I don't know why it's all about flags and patriotism this week. Sometimes it just is. So there's only two things to do on this page, two paragraphs. We're going to read the paragraph, and then we're going to highlight every transition in that paragraph, okay? So I'm going to read the paragraph aloud. Even if yours isn't totally loaded, you can be listening for the transitions, okay? We carefully carried out the flag. Oh, wait, let me try again. We carefully carried the flag out. Next, we fastened it to the pole. First, unfolding it. We raised the flag just as we were taught. We saluted and finally returned to our classroom. Afterwards, we said the Pledge of Allegiance and later discussed the subject of patriotism. There's like 5 in there. Rochelle, what's one of them? Next, that is correct. So you need to highlight next. I'm going to call every single person. Evan, what's another one? Later, that is one. Drew, what's about one? Afterwards. Kylan, what is one? Where's one? Another one. I see 2 more, I think. It'd be finally. But you're close. Finally is the thing there, okay? And there's one more that's showing us time order. Nolan, do you know what it is? Of? No. Time order. Of is not a transition. Of is just a word. Ava, do you know? It is not returned. That's why Kylan said it's finally. Returned is not one. It's on the first sentence. It's showing us time order. Nolan. First. Yep. So all 5 of these transitions should be highlighted in your paragraph. Like, look how many transitions are in one paragraph. We read them all the time. We just don't really realize it. Paragraph 2. As a result of our discussion, I understand more about why we honor the flag. I also know that the flag should never touch the ground. Similarly, it should not be placed over the thing. For example, a car hood. All right, Ava, you are next in our line. Do you know one? I'm calling on everyone, my kid. You could always use at the top, Ava. It's giving us a ton of examples, and one of those examples is in our thing. Similarly, that is one. Angelina, you're next. Also, correct. Ella, you're next. I can't hear you. What? No, never is not one. Look at the examples at the top. However, moreover, similarly, in addition to, on the other hand, also. I already called on you, Hannah. I'm going through the rows. What? I can't hear you. No, more is not one. Lillian, you give it a try. As a result of our discussion, I understand more about why we honor the flag. I also know that the flag should never touch the ground. Similarly, it should not be placed carelessly over something. For example, a car hood. It's for example. You need both of those, okay? But yes. Molly, there's one more in here. As a result, so your paragraph should look like my paragraphs. In those 3 sentences, there are 4 transitions. So many. So transitions break up things. They're telling us this goes with this. Okay? We probably have time for one more page at least. So here is the purpose of transitions. And remember, the purpose of transitions show us time order, they show us compare and contrast, and they show us cause and effect. So what we have to do here is write the transition that shows the relationship in the parentheses. So they're telling us we're comparing here. So something, his sister, Leo, enjoys eating many kinds of fruits and vegetables. Comparing and contrasting what could fit here. Eventually his sister, then his sister, unlike his sister, like his sister, similarly his sister, in contrast to his sister, moreover his sister, although his sister. There are 2 that fit there. Zach, you are next on my list. Comparison is the opposite. I did not even say the word also. Wait, if we're comparing, no, comparison is the same, but there's actually lots of different ones. So if we're comparing the people, it should be the same. And also is not one of the ones I listed. The ones I listed are right here. Eventually, then, unlike, like, similarly, in contrast to, moreover, although. Which one of those fit in there? Similarly, his sister? I disagree. Julian, you try. There's only one that really fits, actually. Michaela. I already switched and I said comparison is how they're the same, not the opposite. That was my bad. If it was contrast, it could be unlike or in contrast to, but we're doing comparison. Ava. It is not although. Only one fits. Nolan. Yes, like his sister, meaning they're the same. Leo enjoys eating many kinds of fruits and vegetables. Now we're showing cause and effect. Cause and effect. Therefore, as a result, consequently, unless, if. Carlos is a good brother. Blank, he shares his toys with his younger sisters. Carlos is a good brother. Therefore, he shares his toys with his younger sisters. As a result, he shares his toys with his younger sister. Consequently, he shares his toys with his younger sister, unless he shares his toys with his younger sister, if. Hannah. I could do therefore. That one would fit. Sometimes more than one transition would fit, but I would take therefore. Therefore, he's a good brother. Therefore, he shares his toys. Next one is time order. Time order is first, next, later, soon, after, etc. Blank going to the grocery store, they visited their grandmother. Rochelle. Yep. After going to the grocery store, they visited their grandmother. It could be before going to the grocery store. Yeah, that could be another time order one. Either one of those would work. Like I just said, sometimes transitions could be more than one. She overslept and blank missed the school bus. Cause and effect. So she overslept and therefore missed the school bus. She overslept and as a result missed the school bus. She overslept and consequently missed the school bus. She overslept and unless missed the school bus. She overslept and if missed the school bus. What do we think, Michaela? I would take therefore, as a result, or consequently. I think all three of those would fit. So if you put any of those, I would be happy with that. Therefore, she missed the bus. She overslept, and as a result, missed the bus. She overslept, and I think they all fit. Lastly, this is contrast, how things are different. Blank, we left our house later than we planned. We arrived on time. So, eventually, we left our house later than we planned. Then, we left our house later than we planned. Unlike, we left our house later than we planned. Like, we left our house later than we planned. Similarly, we left our house later than we planned. In contrast to, moreover, although. What do you think, Kylan? I do not think it's that. I think there's a better option. Marissa? It is. I'm going to go with although. So, although we left our house later than we planned, we arrived on time. So, you're showing, hey, we left later than we planned, but we still arrived on time. So, your pages should look like my page. Tomorrow, we will finish out these 3 pages, and then you'll be ready for your quiz on Thursday. Are there any questions with what we've done so far? It's a lot of just reading and seeing what makes sense. We use transitions constantly, even if we don't really realize we are. Okay? You're free to go. So long. Goodbye. We'll finish this together tomorrow. Remember, you do not have to turn it in. We're doing it all together. Goodbye.